Hi guys, Charles on Reactions, and this video I'm going to react to episode 19 of season 4 of Once Upon a Time. Let's get into it. Uh-oh, we're gonna get like a backstory for Cruella.
Now be a good girl and come back home.
I won't. You can't make me.
As a matter of fact, I can.
Oh my god, what are those effects though?
This room must be your world now. Until someday you learn to do as I say.
Very bitter gold digger.
I'm a really terrible person, and I left her in the woods to die.
You did what?
Oh, don't be so flabbergasted. You know I'm
That's
not
extremely honest.
You should know your death is going to last for days.
Not the stinky breath again.
Oh, I was so hoping you'd do that. People always underestimate a girl in diamonds and furs, don't they? I mean, no one guessed what I was really after. Not now that the author is here. Today is the day that I get mine.
How would you even make her death last for days while in dragon form? I wish we got to see that.
You were the ones who taught me there is always a right way, a heroic way, and what you did to Maleficent's child.
It was our only option to make sure you grew up good.
I'm sorry, but
Wow,
no matter
we're
what, I
still
would not
behind
harm
that
the
shit?
priceless person. And that right there, that goodness is exactly why we did what we did.
Oh
It was
my
worth
god,
it.
this is so disgusting. No, I really wish they would have like, yeah, we did the wrong thing, you know?
I wouldn't worry about Gold. I know exactly how to handle him.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a sec. But I'm very surprised. Like, once again, I literally assumed, I was pretty sure that Vegeta would do whatever the fuck Rumple wanted it to do, is to ensure Robin's safety, but instead we're like barely like 5 minutes or something, like barely 6 minutes in, and she just tells the truth and she's like, yeah, okay, this is what's going on, and now I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna fix this shit myself. I'm like, Regina, yes, alright. Yeah, can't you just explain? Why do we always have to see people their heart?
Do take their toll.
Sometimes I worry. I worry I threw out the chip teacup too soon.
What, girl? No, you didn't. You didn't throw it out too soon. What?
Will is just such a
Oh,
amazing piece of
okay.
me.
Okay, that's what we do. Oh, his face. Oh my god.
You have no idea just how much I'm gonna make you suffer for this.
How many people are gonna suffer?
Do a thing.
How much am I gonna
Unless
suffer?
you want to see what happens when I take this heart and squeeze.
I'm guessing you've never even been in love.
That is not your business.
Maybe you should write your own story for once, instead of leeching off other people's pain.
Oh, write your own story? No.
Are you really after a great story?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm a girl with a great story.
How the hell can they hear each other
Alright.
and
I'm all ears.
she can't?
I'm sorry. If you want to hear it, you're gonna have to get me out of here first.
What's wrong? Calm down.
Run, boy!
Don't blame the dog.
Why aren't we
darling. He's
running?
simply following orders, and I told him to fetch.
My god, that transition with the pop.
Everyone believes that my father died of a heart attack, but I know the truth. Mother poisoned him.
How do you know for sure?
Any doubts I had were put to rest when husbands 2 and 3 were found belly up.
A Cinderella tale with a Black Widow twist. Now this is a great story. Your mother might be a murderess, but she's right about one thing. I spent too much time recording life and not enough time living it.
It's just such a creep.
Well then tonight, let's live.
Hello, darlings. As you can see, I have your dreadful son. If you prefer him to remain intact, you'll do exactly as I say. Kill the author. Then, bring me his broken little body. Or your boy will meet a very unhappy ending.
Cruella is so desperate to see you dead. She just kidnapped the Savior's son.
How do you know that?
Well, you have your toes. I have
He's
mine.
Rumple. He just says as the
Now
finger
what?
point.
She thought I believed her happy ending was reconciling with her mother. But I knew she was after something else. Your death. No, I want to know why.
Read it for yourself. I'm better on the page, anyway.
What?
I can make it even more memorable.
Oh,
There's
that was such a
something I wanna show
horrible
you.
decision.
We're in a realm of story. There are many. Some beautiful, some horrific.
Are you the reason why
just
she ended
plain
up in
magical.
the
I think you've had too much
Enchanted
gin.
Forest?
I know how it sounds, but that's not even the craziest part. I can change them.
Are you really serious?
I can prove it.
That was not necessary.
That pen and ink really are magic.
Careful. They have to be used together. There's no telling what would happen if that ink spilled. What if I gave you magic, so no matter where you were, you'd be safe?
You do that for me.
And you had to make it like green. Couldn't you make it pink? Oh, I don't know. Like, why did it have to be green?
Meet you at the hotel.
What is gonna happen? Is she?
You won't run off with any other lucky girl.
I promise.
Are you gonna say something to your mom and?
Take my car to be sure.
No,
It's
one people
yours
would know if she would be dead, right?
You're not actually considering Cruella's demand to kill the author.
Of course not. Even if we could find him, it wouldn't be half the fun of killing Cruella. See how she likes being made into outerwear.
Regina!
Ooh.
It's Emma's
Snap.
heart we're trying to protect, not mine.
If we go in guns blazing, we risk hurting Henry. We have to find another way.
I've headed many rescue missions. It'll be helpful to know the terrain more.
I know you're still angry. But if waiting
Why do you keep saying
I'm not
still?
avoiding you.
She's not. It's not like weird that
Henry's
she's,
life's
you
on
know,
the line. I need to be
still
around people I
angry.
trust, and right now, that's not you.
Like, of course she is remaining to be angry. I don't understand this shit. Like, Charming, please.
Your parents did a bad thing. They apologized. Now get over it.
Forgive me if I don't take advice from the woman who held a grudge for half her life because a 10-year-old
You won't listen to Regina. Perhaps you listen to me.
Blasted birds. I'll show you what angry looks like.
What? You're playing Angry Birds? What the fuck? Kid 'em. Bye! Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, can we stop it? Whatever they're doing to their faces?
I don't have to tell you anything.
You foolish boy.
Stay.
Yeah, you stay with your
Far
CGI
away
mess.
From her when you had the chance. Don't you understand? It was Cruella.
Oh! She was messed up from the start?
After the doctor left, my first thoughts went to her. What effect seeing her father die would have on her already disturbed mind. So I went up to try and comfort her. Expected to find her crying, but she wasn't. Instead, I saw a hint of a smile on her face. She poisoned him.
Maybe she just convinced herself that Cruella had like this hint of a smile. I don't even fucking know. What the hell?
Hello, Mother. I've been waiting for you.
Oh god, no. Okay, no.
Dogs.
It's clear.
What did you do to them? I simply taught them a new command. Kill.
Henry!
Mom!
Let him go! I'm afraid not. Come any closer, and he dies.
Can you just fall off the cliff?
Oh, you needn't for the dogs anymore.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
I thought you cared about me.
Oh, that was the idea, darling.
Oh!
Drop that, you horrid little squirrel. You can't get it.
I learned a lesson from you. Take what a person loves and destroy it.
What, so you can't kill him yourself?
You damned insane fool.
How does the story end?
With the Savior. Turning dark.
Nope. Can't we keep that shit for the finale? Let's keep it light.
Cruella de Vil can no longer life of another.
Oh, she can't just can't kill anyone, not just
no
you.
danger.
Put your hands down, Xavier. We both know you're bluffing.
No, she's not, and you're gonna fall off the cliff and die.
Heroes don't kill.
Aye! Wait a minute, I was barely joking! I thought they were Jesus for a bit! What the fuck? Excuse me? Wait, is she dead, Dad? Is there a broken body? Oh. That's how we're gonna end it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I was merely joking. What? What? Okay, no, whoa, hold on. I thought they were mainly trying to make us scared. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna fall off a cliff. Like, I just thought that it would be like a fake out. What the fuck? I didn't think. Wait, what? That is episode 19. Well, don't I feel stupid right now? Yeah, this was episode 19 of season 4. I thought it was pretty good with a whole bit of like messed up shit mixed there in it. Okay, let me just first go to like more to the beginning. So yeah, we got to see I still have trouble saying her name. Cruella's, I don't even know. Her past. I was wondering, you know, how exactly she turned out to be the villain that we know. I assumed that it was because of her mom, or because of the fact that, you know, she was like locked up in that room and could never leave, could never really have any, you know, semblance of a normal or real life. But then we had this massive twist, or at least to me, where it turns out like, nah, she was pretty much like fucked from the start. She was the one who killed her father. She poisoned her father with her favorite poisonous flowers. And like the cherry on top, for fuck's sake, was a little hint of a smile. What the fuck? She killed her own dad. And that still wasn't enough, because after that she killed like 2 other people. I mean, that we know of. She killed the second and the last husband as well. I just really thought like, okay, like the mom, there's something up with her. Like, she has some problems. You know, she just wants to have some money, kill off the husbands, don't have to deal with that shit. Just enjoy the money, don't want to deal with the kid. Let's just lock the kid up. No. She was actually a victim. Very bad move by not calling the authorities. Very bad move by thinking that if you would just lock her up, things would get better. Yeah. She only got more fucked up, you know, by being locked up. Oh my god, but... yeah, Cruella, there was definitely no redemption for her possible. So, thinking about that, I guess I shouldn't be surprised if she ends up dead. But I didn't think it would be... I don't know. Maybe I thought, like, Hook would, like, show up last minute and do the job for her. And then he would have killed Cruella. Which, of course, will still be messed up, but I guess... I don't even know. What the fuck? I can't. And then the author, like, I just thought, like, he was the big... I mean, I still find him a creep. He still is. I mean, don't forget about that fucked up whole apprentice charming snow thing we just witnessed. But I guess he is there's like a little bit hope for him, because he wasn't, like, I don't know, I fully expected for him to be kind of, like, more excited when the mom, you know, told him about Cruella. I just thought, like, it would be like, oh, like, that's a real story, that's just what I need. Something like that. But he was rightfully horrified, and he tried to put a stop to her by, you know, he, instead of just, you know, you will not be able to kill me or something, he actually made sure, like, one of the only good things he did, he actually used his quill to write down that Cruella would never, you know, be able to harm, like, anyone. No one. Which is very smart. Very smart. too bad that she was, I guess, exceptionally well in hiding that. How the hell did she hook up with why am I forgetting names? With Ursula and Maleficent? How? How did she convince that she was possible in doing that? Interesting. So yeah, I was actually surprised by that. I was like, okay, I still don't like the author or Isaac or whatever he is. But at least he tried to stop that instead of just being like, okay, this is messed up, but this would be like a good horror story. This is great for Halloween. It was very disturbing to see Pongo like that though. Like, I don't want to see that, especially with the CGI. Like, that's definitely one of my main issues. I know it's maybe superficial, but I just want to share it. Like, I was definitely bothered by whatever they were doing with the dogs' faces. I understand, that it's kind of that they wanted to make the dogs seem threatening and seem like make them look very pissed off, but it was definitely unnerving, but not in the, at least to me, not in a good way. It just seemed so off to me. It was just really distracting at points. Not distracting like, oh my god, I don't want these cute doggies to like bite me or something, but just distracting like, what the fuck did they do with their faces? But again, it's just a small point, just like nitpicking a little. Also, oh my god, like, I was wondering if we were gonna, because, if we were gonna have a moment where it would be clear that she has a very big love or tendency to make, like, coats out of Dalmatians. I was wondering if we would ever get that, and we got it. I mean, yes, now she's dead, but we got that moment, and I still can't. That was so, like, deliciously terrifying. How she was just, like, working on it, and at first we just saw the red. I was like, like, I don't know, I didn't even think about that. I just thought she was like making some kind of red dress and she was gonna be like, look at me, I'm so evil or fab. I did not think that she would make her iconic coat, like iconic in a messed up way, but iconic nonetheless. I really liked that reveal that the author stepped in and she like was so creepy, she was so out of it. Yeah, the actress, I think she did a good job, by the way. She's definitely terrifying. Oof. But anyways, and the author was like, what's going on? Where's your mom? And then she just, whoop, reveals this coat. That was so disgusting. She was just like, the like, oh, they killed my mom, I let them kill my mom, and, don't worry, the dogs are now also with her. And then she has this coat. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And Rumple, once again, he was great with making things happen. I just can't. He just made sure that, whatever the situation is going on right now with Cruella, or was going on with Cruella and the author, he just stepped right in and took advantage of it, and it worked out flawlessly. Because again, I was just like, lol, it's not gonna happen, but it did happen. Emma killed Cruella. She used her, light magic to push her over a cliff, and then we saw Cruella's body, and yeah, I don't think we can deny that she's dead. She's dead. And Emma also had this very disturbing look right before the episode ended, so so many more points for Rumple. I'm very worried. I'm scared about the next episodes. I think how many episodes are there left? 4? Yeah, I think there are 4 episodes left. Ooh. But also Rumple, I did, like, even though, when I still thought he was, like, really talking with Belle, even though I was definitely not supporting them getting back together, I still, like I said before, like, I can't root for him. I personally can't root for him, but damn, the actor's so good. Like, I know that I'm, like, kind of like, but it's definitely hard at times. Like, I don't want to root for him. I still don't want to rebel, but I did feel bad for him, and I also kind of felt like, when, Belle was saying, like, oh, like, Will is a much better kisser, like, whatever the fuck that was, which was actually Regina. So I did feel bad for him, and especially when he explained to Belle that this whole, like, dying thing, like, with the heart, it's not that he's literally gonna die, but it's that he will lose the ability to love. He will have not a single shred of goodness left. So I'm you know, I don't want that to happen for him. You know, even though that I'm like, you know, you for me personally, you're pretty much beyond the point of any redemption. I don't want you to literally have no capability of finding love or being in love or having not that, I guess, man bite the beast thing anymore. I don't want that for him. But at the same time, I can't agree with the methods you're using, you know. I'm sure if you wouldn't... But again, I know that Selena's here. It's just a big mess, for fuck's sake. It's so more complicated now that Selena is here. Ugh. Yeah, it's even more complicated now. It's such a clusterfuck, to be honest. Can this little fly just stop bothering me already? Damn! And then also the whole charming situation. I mean, I'm definitely not mad at Emma for not being willing at the moment to forgive them. I do think she will. It just takes some time. But then again, I know it's more complicated. There's this whole pressure because we don't want Emma to turn dark, even though this whole friction between them, this big fallout is literally because Snow and Charm went way too far to ensure that Emma would stay good. I'm still mad myself. I definitely don't see them the same way as I used to do. I definitely idolize them as well. And I know, okay, of course, I'm not a character in the show. I'm not like Emma. They're not my parents, but I still feel some kind of sense of betrayal. So yeah, it's definitely not the same looking at them now. It's not sure how long that is gonna last. I think my main problem is that it just feels that they're still not fully admitting that what they did was not okay. Like, they still are behind whatever they've done. They're still like, oh, you know, we were trying to make sure that you would stay good, and we don't regret that. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, can you expect Emma to forgive them if they are not even taking responsibility? Or say out loud, like, okay, that was not okay. Like, we were desperate, but that doesn't make it okay. And if I would have that same choice today, I wouldn't do it because blah, 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 blah. It's just really unnerving to me. But at the other hand, I guess also... I don't agree with this storyline, but just in general, I do like when we get, like, reminders that at the end of the day, like, even our heroes, they're still supposed to be flawed. But this just went a little bit too far for me. But yeah, I guess at least they're not boring then. I mean, I know there's some people who find like good characters boring. I don't really have that problem as long as they have interesting things to do. So it would be nice, like, after this whole mess is resolved, that maybe they can just not have any of that drama or like best thing coming up. Like, just let them be. Like, I don't know. I just really love them as they were and being the inspirations that they usually are. It's just really frustrating. Characters can be layered without doing messed up things or having some kind of messed up past. Of course, they can have made mistakes, but like, to me, again, this is just so. I just thought it was pretty nauseating, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for this episode. I'm also curious about, when Lily is going to show up and how that is exactly going to play a role into the storyline. I'm just wondering how that will go. I do think they're going to bring Lily back, and maybe they're going to do something to make everything right. I don't know, but how would they be able to do that? I thought it was irreversible. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say in short is that I still don't really have an idea about how we're gonna fix this shit. I have no idea, but I do like that. It seems very unpredictable. I don't really have a clear, theory in my head. I'm just very curious. I'm just extremely curious, yeah. Alright. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.